37-year-old Guelmino, 31-year-old Omielańczuk, 3 inches taller, but heavier is the man from Poland, and the reach advantage will go to Nandor Guelmino. With the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record, 15 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 245 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Warsaw, Poland, Daniel Omielańczuk. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 11 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Vienna, Austria, Nandor the Han Guelmino. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, our referee for this heavyweight fight, as we get things started inside Air Canada Center. The beautiful Ariana. Brittany, great to be back in Toronto for UFC 165.
Ready? Let's go, fight.
And here we go. Omielańczuk and Guelmino. The southpaw Omielańczuk with the kick early.
And that southpaw stance opens up that power kick from the back leg for both fighters.
To the body. Taekwondo background owned by Guelmino, as you mentioned, Joe.
Yeah, good power kick by both men, and both guys throwing hard right away. Guelmino threw that powerful right kick to the body, and then Omielańczuk goes up high. Guelmino with a good right hand there.
Guelmino in the black trunks.
He's winging that right hand.
Yeah, he is. Omielańczuk in the white trunks. Again with that kick to the thigh area of his opponent.
And he returns. Omielańczuk does. That front leg side kick. A lot of guys are starting to throw that to the side, or to the thigh rather, John Jones style. Good right hand, or good left hand, excuse me, by Omielańczuk. Guelmino might be hurt, Mike. That was a hard left hand.
Good head movement by Omielańczuk so far, Joe.
Yeah, they're getting after it early here.
We've seen him slip a few times. He ducked and rolled under a punch, and he throws another head kick.
He kind of faked low with that kick and went high with it as well. And good head movement again there.
Yep,
Ducked under that right hand.
That may be the subtle difference here early in round 1. To the body.
Nice to the body there.
2 very experienced heavyweights making their long-awaited UFC debut.
Omielańczuk ducked under again. Instigates the clinch here.
Native of Poland and a native of Austria. Shows the global growth of mixed martial arts in the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
And they're trading positions here, Mike. Guelmino turned him around, and Omielańczuk turned him around.
Come on, guys, gotta work. More gotta work.
Dan Mergliata telling him to keep a pace up, try to advance your position.
Break. Separate.
Breaks him.
Hands up. Turn around.
So back to the center of the octagon, midway point of round number 1.
Omielańczuk with a takedown attempt here. Stumped by Guelmino. He goes high there. That knee.
A knee to the inside of the thigh area by both men. Omielańczuk with Guelmino against the cage. Foot stomp. Old school.
Marco Hua style.
Yeah. King of the streets. Strikes very close thus far in this fight.
Very nice knees to the thigh here by Omielańczuk. He's really digging in with that good technique. You see the Muay Thai background as he really turns the hip into that well.
And as you say that, Guelmino tried to turn him around and he gets put back against the cage.
Yeah, I think he wants to get him back for those because those were really painful. Omielańczuk should go back to that. That's a nice technique.
Trying to position himself, and he does right there, Joe.
All right, break.
He gets a lot of power
Hands
in
up.
those knees.
Come on, guys. Turn around. Fight.
That's a tender area, the inside of the leg there.
Guelmino shooting that front kick right down the middle. Good inside leg kick by Omielańczuk.
It's the same spot that he was using those knees for. Nice teep. As he pushes Omielańczuk out of the way. Connected with the right that time. Tried the Superman punch. Again, the head movement of the native of Poland.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
That is a big difference, Mike, because we see Guelmino is really standing straight up.
Yep.
And his head is straight up as well. He's not really holding his hands up high. And it's nice takedown by Omielańczuk. Right up, though. But nicely done by Guelmino. Got to get his hand back, pummel under, and he does. Good job.
30 seconds.
Omielańczuk's trying to power him here. Guelmino doesn't have a wide base here. He's not stretched out that far. It wasn't when Omielańczuk was trying to take him down, but neither one of these guys are really wrestlers.
Both with the striking background, as we mentioned, as they walked in. Final seconds of the round.
Good job.
Take it there, take it there, take it, take it, take it, take it. No, no, cannot take it there, but take it.
Both of you can go. Go.
Go. Take it there, Gary. Put your hand in my hand. Put your hand in my shoulder. Put your hand in my neck. Sit. Breathe. That's it, Nandor. That a nice job. He can't take you down. He can't take you down. What's that? Yes. I know when I see you.
And there, Omielańczuk lands a left. And here he goes to the body.
Seconds out.
And there's a nice knee up high by Guelmino. And here's the lone takedown in the fight by Omielańczuk, but you see Guelmino immediately springs back to his feet.
And the corner of Guelmino talking about the fact that he can't take you down. He did, but as you mentioned, it was for a split second, Joe.
Yeah, I found it interesting that they were talking in broken English, although they clearly speak Austrian.
Yeah, right when we thought we couldn't understand anything in either corner, right? They help us out. Inside leg kick again.
Yeah, Guelmino likes that front kick off the front leg, and then the front leg side kick as well, showing that Taekwondo background. And exchange kicks there.
Answer to the ribs. Oh, nice right hand. Caught him with the left.
He tagged him with that left, Mike. That was a big shot.
And again.
Guelmino's in big trouble here.
A lot of movement. Good changing of levels by Omielańczuk.
Good job clinching up by Guelmino because Omielańczuk really tagged him there. And Omielańczuk is going to get him down here. Good job by Omielańczuk. Gets that takedown. Looking for a guillotine here, perhaps. Nice knee there. And we see him drop down to protect himself from those knees.
Yeah,
knees are illegal. Yeah, knees are illegal once a knee is down or a hand is down.
Good octagon awareness by Guelmino.
And Guelmino makes a quick attempt at a takedown there himself, but uses it to get back up to his feet. His legs are not spread far enough here to prevent the takedown.
And there it is. Good ball. And he's in half guard.
Omielańczuk, heavy guy too. He's on top of him, and this is a bad spot for Guelmino. When you look at the legs of Guelmino,
big shot to the midsection.
Scoot that right leg up and in between the legs. Oh, look at this. Kimura attempt from the bottom, but he loses position. If Guelmino can power out of this, and in this position, Mike, a fighter is allowed to grab his own shorts to defend. You can never grab your opponent's shorts, but especially in the Kimura, that becomes a good move. To grab a hold of your own shorts makes it more difficult for the guy to pull his arm up and behind your head.
Omielańczuk really going after it, Joe, but as you said, he may sacrifice position because of it.
And he's giving up his back. And look at this side control, and he's tired too. He really went for it. You know, Kimuras are an interesting technique because it's a bit of a strength technique. And it's one of the reasons why some grapplers, like Marcelo Garcia in particular, doesn't ever use that technique because he feels it's a strongman technique.
Some big shots in the ground and pound from Guelmino now.
Guelmino's having his moment now, and it's because of the fact that Omielańczuk went for that technique. Lost the position. That's a dangerous move, whether you're going for a guillotine or whether you're going for a kimura, anything where you've got to give up position and wind up on your back, because if you don't get the lock, then you're trapped. You're underneath your opponent, and you got to really power out of it. Plus, you blew a lot of gas to get there.
And there's the adrenaline dump that we talked about when you make your octagon debut.
Yeah, well, I like how Guelmino was staying in side control as Omielańczuk rolled, but he just allowed himself to get to half guard here.
Guelmino with the slight edge and total strikes landed with 2 minutes on the clock here in the second.
Omielańczuk looks very green on the ground, Mike. His positioning, the way he's maneuvering his legs, and I think he's very tired at this point too. Now he's possibly going for a leg, use it for a sweep, and he does, but good job by Guelmino, sprawling, spinning. Guelmino at this point, Mike, looks to be the fresher fighter.
21st pro fight for Daniel Omielańczuk, and he has never been stopped.
Good roll for the leg here, roll for a leg lock by Omielańczuk, but look, Guelmino stays on top of him. Yeah, Guelmino to me looks to be the more seasoned grappler in these exchanges and looks to be a bit fresher. Omielańczuk is making more desperation moves. I think he might have got cut there by that elbow on his left cheek. Tough to tell from this position, but I thought I saw it on the monitor.
Guelmino really doing a good job of putting a lot of his weight on Daniel Omielańczuk.
He's doing a really good job of, in the transitions, managing to stay on top and get to a good position. I mean, I think he can pass his guard if he wanted to. Good shot from the top.
Omielańczuk trying to defend those shots, Joe. Short elbow.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's not even looking at him when he's throwing that elbow, Mike. This is certainly Guelmino's round.
Started is Omielańczuk with the big shots to the head of Guelmino, and then he had top position. But Nandor Guelmino has turned things around here.
Yeah, Omielańczuk again going for that same technique. And it's even harder now when you're really tired. It requires a lot of strength to pull that off, especially from the bottom.
10 seconds on the clock here in round 2.
Good elbow on the top by Guelmino.
And a good round for the Austrian.
Oh, Nando, he died, Nando, he died. Come here, he died. He can't fight the third round, he's died. Come here. Very nice. Very nice. Good job, boys.
Wait.
Good job. Good job, man. Good
Please
job.
don't cry. It's one shame.
Atme durch. Komm, 20 Sekunden noch. Take care of the ice. Take care of the ice. 20 Sekunden noch.
That's it, man. Yes. You won this round. Okay, you won this round. Look at his face. He's died. You know, now it's your chance. Perfect. I want to see you, when you are on the top, throw your elbow on his face. Use your shoulder on his face. Don't stop.
Enthusiastic corner of Guelmino. Say it again.
Guelmino.
Guelmino, excuse me. But here's the Omielańczuk. Two guys really tough to pronounce their names. Omielańczuk landed often and hard in the beginning of the round, but lost position in going for that kimura, and Guelmino really dominated the second half of the fight in a big way. Excellent ground control and a lot of good elbows from the top. His corner was very excited about that.
That's why Joe Silva made this the first matchup of the night, to sharpen us with these names.
Loosen the tongue. That's right. Good head kick there by Guelmino.
And the teep again in the midsection
By Omielańczuk.
Omielańczuk looked to be fatigued at the end of that second round. Let's see how he has recovered as we begin the third.
Well, both gentlemen are slowed down. You can really see it in the way these are big guys.
Absolutely.
And it takes a lot to be heavily conditioned as a heavyweight fighter. It's a much more difficult task.
Big guys, a long travel, UFC debut.
There's a lot of factors.
Yep. Tries to put a combination together. Both men with their hands hanging down. Again, though, good head movement by Omielańczuk.
These guys are exhausted. Look at the difference in the speed of the punches.
From the beginning of the second to the beginning of the third here.
Yeah, and they both know there's 4 minutes to go here. Doesn't seem like much to someone who doesn't train, but let me tell you something.
It's an eternity.
It's a long time. And you got a big boy like Omielańczuk or Guelmino beating on you. Now, Omielańczuk, I like him in this position, Mike. Those knees to the thigh. He needs to get busy with those because he has a good impact with those knees. But he's barely throwing them now. I just think he's absolutely exhausted.
Yes.
Spent the majority of that second round underneath Guelmino.
Dan Mergliata sends him back to the center of the octagon. Would be a sense of relief for both guys that they're not grappling.
Guelmino's lost a lot of pep on those kicks as well. Just can't quite get that off. But if Omielańczuk can catch one of those and get him on his back, oh, that's a nice one right there. Good front leg side kick.
Got him walking in, yeah.
Yeah. Good inside leg kick there as well.
Omielańczuk comes together, pushes forward, lands a punch.
Yeah, Omielańczuk has an advantage, it seems, with the hands, but really hasn't capitalized on that other than the brief moments in the second round where he had Guelmino hurt. I'd like to see him separate and get off some more hand techniques here. But it could just be a matter of fatigue at this point.
Looking for the trip and a takedown. Just past the midway point of the third and final round.
Come on, guys, gotta keep busy here, gotta keep busy.
White trunks for Daniel Omielańczuk, black trunks for Nandor Guelmino. Both men making their UFC debuts.
Nah, break, nothing going on, separate. Turn around, turn around.
Mergliata, nothing going on, they break again.
Fight.
It's a close fight too, Joe.
Yeah, it's anybody's fight here. Lost a mouthpiece there.
Time.
Lost a mouthpiece to a body kick.
Good. Ready? Time back in.
That means your mouth is hanging and you're just trying to get some breath, right?
Yeah. Guelmino is still able to get some pep into those kicks. Those are some good front kicks to the body there.
Oh! Big left hand! And it is all over!
And that's exactly what we were talking about, Mike. That Omielańczuk seems to have the better hands, mustered up the energy to uncork a huge left hand. And Guelmino is still down. Tried to get back up to his feet, but fell back down again.
Heavy left hand from Omielańczuk.
Heavy left hand right behind the ear there, and then as Guelmino steps forward, kabingo, right on the jaw.
318.
And Omielańczuk follows up with one more. Look at that, boom, drops him, and then bam. Big Dan seen enough, let's look at it again. Clips him behind the ear there, probably stunned him there. And Guelmino walks right in, mouth open, bam, drops him.
Guelmino, when he threw that kick, Joe, his hands were down, and Daniel Omielańczuk wins his UFC debut with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 18 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Daniel Omielańczuk.
Winner by knockout in his UFC debut, Daniel Omielańczuk. Congratulations.